So I'd like to say a few things about the rhythm of stillness and animism. And animism is the worldview that all things are alive, that all things can be read as conscious and can be experienced as interconnected in a deep way. And the rhythm of stillness in the 5 Rhythms is, there are lots of words that are similar, right? Lots of expressions. We can never quite get at it, but it's infinite resonance, creative presence, the absolute. Some might even say this is God or spirit. And when we talk about stillness, there are a lot of misconceptions about stillness in the 5 Rhythms. It doesn't mean that we're staying still, that we're not actually moving. In fact, it's very dynamic, very alive. Certainly there's movement. The thing that really characterizes the rhythm of stillness and what it feels like to embody it is that we're embodying this very fundamental energy that is like underneath all of our relative experiences, all of our experiences in this world, like a river coming from the mountains and moving along its course, right? Being touched by all that it touches, right? Shaping what it touches and being shaped by what touches it. All of these experiences along our course, right? All of our communications, our structures, our identities, our very selves, right? Are part of this relative experience that has a beginning and takes shape and has an end. But the absolute, and this is from Mahayana Buddhist psychology and philosophy, is really that which does not begin or end, right? It's this fundamental layer of reality. And when we embody the rhythm of stillness, we remember that fundamental layer of reality. We perhaps can even sense or see through the appearances of temporary things into what is that fundamental resonance, right? And so when we embody stillness, we might find ourselves very, very porous, right? Sometimes we call this energy, this energetic, coming home. And when we are dancing this river theme, right, the river starts in the mountains and makes its way along its course, and then eventually opens back up into the ocean, right? And the river remembers that it was never separate from the ocean, that it was part of the ocean all along, right? That source is its nature, right? And by the same token, we too open into that ocean of stillness, right? It's often just like this little switch. It might be that we're not even necessarily seeking it out, right? We could be doing dishes, we could be dancing a wave, we could be doing something very simple, right? Or even and it's when we sense that deeper, I don't even want to say deeper, when we sense that underlying meaningfulness and power and energy, right? And so back to the idea of animism, when we embody stillness, we remember that all things are deeply connected, that everything is alive, that everything is conscious. And from there, we can see, we can hear, we can listen to what the river says. So I hope you'll be able to join me for this very last session of Body Waves, What the River Said.